Hi guys, welcome to Windsome Cottage Garden. My name is Hannah and I'm so glad you decided to join me today. I don't know about where you are, but it has been hot here. The summer heat has finally descended, as has the humidity, and I think the best word to describe the weather we've been having is oppressive. It's been excessively hot. The humidity has been incredibly high, which means the heat index has been really warm. I went outside the other day at like 9 p.m. It was only 74 degrees, but I just walked outside and it was like walking through water. We've also had really bad air quality, mostly just because of the ozone and things like that. All that to say, I've been really lazy. I have not done any of the projects I had lined up. This past weekend, I was home. I had a lot I wanted to get done, and it was just disgusting. Like, heat, I don't know how people do it when it's humid. I chose not to, especially because I was having some bad days with my leg and things are getting a little bit away. All this to say, also, I'm probably for the next couple weeks going to go down to 2 videos a week, maybe only even 1, just as I kind of start getting my rhythm back in and avoid the heat. It's one of the, I don't do well in the heat, so I try to take breaks and whatnot, but it's the time of year that I kind of stay in the air conditioning a little bit more than I'd like. Speaking of doing it more than I like, I have a lot that I need to get done outside. This video, I'm actually filming this the day before you guys are going to see it. It's going to be a quick turnaround. We're just going to go clean up my vegetable beds. If I have any time and energy after I do that, I might take you after some of our cut flower beds. If it's going to be a little bit of a maintenance-y video. Today at lunch, I was trying to get the dogs to go to the bathroom and I went out with them and I quick tied up a tomato and I realized that I needed to do the rest of them pretty quickly, otherwise it was going to get out of hand. I also have some weeds that are pretty small I want to pull, so let's just go hop on into the backyard and get this project started. I do want to mention, you'll see as soon as we go outside, you can actually see it from here, whether you've noticed it or not. The neighbors behind me owned the fence at the bottom of my garden, and they are in the process of replacing it. So that means you can see into their yard quite a bit. Won't be done for the next couple of weeks, so I'm going to be trying to avoid some of that back area as much as I can. Especially because what you see happens quite frequently, where my dogs start barking at things they can now see through the backyard. So I don't know how much talking I'm going to do in this video. I don't know when I'm going to quite film the end. I might give you an overview and do some voiceover so you don't have to listen to this all day. Anyway, let's get outside and get into the garden. running out of light. But I did get all my tomatoes done, and I wanted to give you a brief update on this area. My potato plants are going crazy. Look, I think all of them came up. They are just beginning to put on buds, which means the potatoes themselves are forming soon. And look, my very first tomato. Cherries are always the first to ripen. These recovered fairly well. Oops, gotta grab these. I always leave them in the garden. They recovered fairly well. This one is touching this tree up here. I think that limb is going to be taken out next year. But I tidied these out. It was actually getting into these sugar snap peas a little more than I wanted to. So I went through, weeded this. My onions are bulbing up pretty well. Not sure if I'm going to get any brassicas this year, especially with the heat. But over here, these were the second worst affected by the spray, which I talked about previously in a garden tour. They've recovered fairly well. I removed a lot of damaged lower leaves and exposed some of the tomatoes. And they've got a lot of buds set that I'm hoping they don't start dropping in this heat. Only time will tell. These were the ones that were most affected by the spray. As you can see, they were chopped, but they've put on so many suckers that have fairly normal growth. A little bit of shoulder damage from all the rain we've gotten, because we've gotten so much rain in the last couple weeks. But I just started harvesting these snow peas. I kind of pinned them back up because they were beginning to flop. The carrots are doing well, and the peppers are doing great. I did harvest some shishito peppers, and look at this. Isn't this a beautiful zinnia? Oh, here is my first little harvest. And just like that, night descends. This is just a quick video to kind of say, hey, I'm okay. Nothing bad has happened. It's just been hot. And I hate gardening when it's hot. Even today, it was only about 75, 76. And we've had some really bad thunderstorms come through. There's been flooding in the area. And I have been fortunate that I haven't had any of that flooding or storm damage. But man, I wish the humidity was cut just a little bit more. So brief video checking in, letting you know everything's okay. The garden's doing well. It's just summer where I'm kind of sticking a little bit more inside and looking for those moments where I can get out and garden in the cooler temperatures. I promise we're going to get back to our more regular garden content soon, including some garden tours we have coming up as we check in with larger parts of the yard and kind of start some new projects here and there. I have a project that you'll be seeing probably next week at the cottage that I'm super excited about, so you won't want to miss that. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. I really appreciate you joining me today, and I can't wait to see you next time.